Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in on this Friday. And I know you must be all packing up and wrapping up for the weekend, all geared to kickstart your weekend on a very positive note. So, thank you so much for giving your time and connecting with me on this live session. So, today, what is that we're going to talk about is breastfeeding and its impact on mother's health, mother's mental health. That's more specifically we will be talking about. So this whole week from August 1st to August 7th, we celebrate mothers, we celebrate and we appreciate breastfeeding. It's called the World Breastfeeding Week. So a lot of educators, I myself listened to a lot of live sessions, and a lot of people were speaking the journey about breastfeeding, the pros, the cons, like what happens if breastfeeding doesn't come into play, like how to do breastfeeding, what is the impact, what is the physical impact, why is breastfeeding important for the child. Everything is spoken, but somewhere I felt the journey of breastfeeding and its impact on the mental health of the mother is not actually spoken or addressed for that matter. So I thought, why not? World of Upbringing is a place, is one platform where we focus ultimately on the mental health of the individual. Be it a mother or a non-mother, doesn't matter. And especially when it's a mother, the responsibility is equally high. So the mother has to be the center of a healthy mental well-being. So I thought, why not discuss and why not touch upon on this aspect of the mother's journey. So pregnancy is such a beautiful thing, right? Like so many, most of the women crave for it, and throughout the sorry throughout the journey, throughout the whole 9 months, we long, we have been so pampered, and we look forward for the day when our bundle of joy arrives, and we want to like hold it in our hand. And as a mother, as a woman, we have that feeling that we need to feed the baby, we need to breastfeed the baby. So it's like the whole new emotion, and it's when that comes into a play, lot of other emotions also come into play. So I consider this the post baby or post childbirth, the first 3 months, I consider that as a fourth trimester. And I feel just like the other 3 trimesters, the 9 months, these 3 months are also equally essential, equally important for the mother as well as the baby. So what happens usually is when a child is born, when so much of love, so much of joy comes into the play through this child, the entire focus shifts to the baby. And very, very minimal, or I would say negligible, is given importance to the mother. Because the mother is also newly born. She has gone through an entire journey of pregnancy where there has been turbulence of emotions, and there have been multitude phase where she has been questioned, unquestioned, learned, unlearned. So many things has happened. And this phase, when the child has come, when she has given birth to a life, the whole focus shifts on the baby, and somewhere the mother feels left out, and whether we know or not, somewhere even the mother focuses more on the baby and not on herself. So the fourth trimester, which I called as the first 3 months after the childbirth, are very, very important and very, very critical for the mother as well as the baby. Yes, baby has to be focused, baby has to be nourished in the right manner. It's very, very true. But it is also important that the mother is also being nourished, mother is also being fed with the right thing that is necessary for the childbirth or for the mother's health. That is very important. So like pregnancy, this postpartum, and usually the first 3 to 6 months are very, very traumatic at times, because not for everybody this whole journey of breastfeeding is easy and breezy. Like for many, they feel it's like it's very normal, it's very comfortable, everything is fine. But for many, life is totally different, totally upside down. They have so many problems, so many ups and downs even after the baby has come out. And this journey of breastfeeding is not as it seems. Like from the outside, we would see as a third person, we would wonder, yes, the baby is drinking milk. What's there in that? It's just a matter of giving the milk, right? But what goes at the back end, what is seen as the making of doing that, or what is seen as the bloopers, is so painful. And this postpartum, when this breastfeeding is not like a happy journey, it causes one of the reasons of postpartum depression. Breastfeeding, when it's not done in the right fashion, or when it is not happening the way the mother wants, it certainly adds to the mental health of the mother, and it leads to a lot of depression, lot of sleeplessness, lot of fatigue, irritation, mood swings. She doesn't want to speak with anybody. So many things, so many multiple emotions go through. The mother is going through so many emotions, and she doesn't know how and when and where to show this. So she just keeps it all by herself, because her priority is also the child. So this whole journey of breastfeeding, why does it, in what scenarios do you think is actually a turbulence? So a lot of times what happens is, the moment the baby is outside into this world, the initial few hours, it is sometimes the mother's body gets that instincts or gets that immediate sense of lactating. But most of them, sometimes it doesn't happen. So the lack of this, the whole process, that sense of lactation is not happening. The breasts are not pumping the required milk, or the baby is unable to latch, or the sense that one of the breasts is only lactating and the other thing is not lactating, or the nipples are having some kind of issues, or the baby is not able to suck whatever the milk is coming. Even though the milk is produced, the baby is unable to do. So many things happen in this whole, just a matter of 24 to 48 hours. Immediately, so many things might happen or can happen, and it is very, very possible. So all the moms, all these breastfeeding mothers, they feel so shattered. They feel, because they all dreamt and they all have planned and equipped themselves with good knowledge, but yet on that day, on that moment when it has to happen, things are not happening, and they feel very, very depressed. It affects their mental health. They are worried. They don't know what to do. While there are a lot of lactation counselors, a lot of breastfeeding support sisters, a lot of people are there. Yet when things don't actually happen, we feel so restless, right? So what happens in this process is, the mental health, the mother keeps worrying a lot. She constantly keeps worrying, and she's wondering, what needs to be done? What should I do? I feel so helpless. I don't know. I want to give the baby my milk, but I'm not able to give. So all this constant worry happens. And when the initial few hours the mother is not able to give the milk, the baby needs the milk. So it's like there is need is there, the demand is there, but the supply is not there. So what happens is, the doctors or the nurses have to go for some kind of formula milk or some kind of supplementary, and that also emotionally causes an impact on the mother's mental health, because she doesn't want to give. She's so prepared. She wanted to give her milk as the first milk for the baby, and the first 3 to 6 months she never wanted to give a formula milk. So we have these kinds of rigid systems or rigid thoughts within us. So these kinds of thoughts actually make the baby, or make this whole breastfeeding journey a little turbulence. We are so rigid in ourselves, but the whole necessity is there that you are not able to pump it out, and the child needs it. So the nurses or anybody are going to give it. So there's no point in feeling depressed. While it is so easy for me to say, I know as a mother how many mothers have gone through this, and it's very difficult to embrace that feeling easily at that moment. I completely connect with those kinds of emotions. So it is very, very important that these kinds of emotions are very natural, and it is very, very essential to embrace these emotions without denying it, or without feeling depressed about it, or without feeling that I'm a failure, I'm not a good mother, because the mother starts questioning herself. Am I sufficient for the baby? Am I enough for the baby? Am I giving what it needs to be given? Why am I not able to fulfill the child's needs? So many times, so many instincts that the mother is just questioning herself, and not the fact that it's a matter of time and matter of system to come into place. So it's not like first 2-3 days it might not work, but going further it's going to work, right? Because all the 3 trimesters have gone smooth for you. So this will also go, just a matter of ups and downs. So it's very, very important that the reassurance needs to be there within the mother, because she cannot give up. She's given her life. She has a responsibility towards the life. So it is very, very important that the mother is reassured all by herself, and she's equipped to know, okay, what can be done, what next can be done. So it cannot impact her mental health, because she cannot proceed further. She might be doing everything, but mentally she's not in the right space, and that is going to impact even the child. So it is very, very important that as a mother, or as a person who has just given birth to a baby, to be mentally stable, not be in a hurry-burry, not come to any kind of conclusions. Don't give up or have these kinds of self-doubts. So it is very important as a breastfeeding mother, or a mother who's about to give birth to a baby, to be confident about herself, to know that when this whole child has come into your womb, that means you are deserving this child, and the child deserves you. The universe has made, or has ensured that you both are in sync, are there for each other, are the only one who are made for each other, as a mother and as a child. So it is very important that this journey, to make it smooth, or to make it comfortable, to make it reassured, the external relationships are also very supportive, because sometimes this kind of external reassurance also gives lot of motivation for the mothers, and it is very, very important. And it starts from the spouse. The spouse or the partner has to be really, really like pushing her and saying, no, it's okay, we will go through this together. It's okay, if today it doesn't work, tomorrow it's going to work again. Every day, every moment, every phase, I would say the partner has to be in connect, or be with the child, be with the mother as well. While there is so much of focus on the child, it is very, very important that the mother is also given lot of focus, lot of importance, I would say equal and more, because the mother has also gone through lot of trauma, and she's gone through another life, a life she has also born again. Because it's not good. While it is a very, very natural process, it is something that she has gone through, that she has experienced it for the first time or the second time. It's new. With every child, it's new. So spouse has to be the support system, because she can be herself and be open to whatever her emotions are only with her spouse, because she has to feel comfortable. She has to have a good rapport during this whole phase of pregnancy and post-pregnancy with her spouse, because that's when she can express what she's going through. Or else, the more she buries herself, the more her mental health is going to impact. So it is very, very important that lot of reassurance, or lot of comfort, lot of motivation comes from the spouse. Because as a mother, at that moment, at that essence of not being able to feed the baby, in itself makes the mother broken. So it is very, very important that we as a spouse, you have to be there for the wife. It's uncompromisable. You have to be there. There's nothing you can. If you will not have any excuses at all, you cannot give, because you will not know when she needs you. So you have to be there. That kind of reassurance is needed. You will not know, middle of the night she will need reassurance, early in the morning she will need. You have to be there. You have to give that support system for that. So first comes the spouse, and the next we have the family. Yes, the in-laws, parents, siblings, everybody has to be supportive. Not question her continuously, not keep constantly telling her read on this, read on that, do this, do that, or maybe try this. No, what happens is the more knowledge or the more data at the same time, if it comes, it becomes very annoying for the mother. She is unable to focus. She knows where to reach out to, where what and needs to be done. Sometimes just being there and silently assuring that it's okay, if not today, tomorrow it is going to happen. The family has to openly say. The mother will not be able to express that pain to the family, but the family should take up that responsibility to understand, be empathetic towards her, towards the mother, and be there for the mother. While they are always there for loving and sharing joy for the child, we are somewhere not there for the mother. And it totally pushes the mother to lots of depression and issues that she's unable to talk about it. So it is very, very important that as a family together, we are there for the mother. Because for the child, we are anyways there. We will definitely be there. Somewhere the mother feels left out. So it is very important that we as a family be there, be support there, show good words, make things normal, don't make it so such a big issue out of it, or keep like bring the roof down. There's nothing, it's okay. Maybe some other person has gone through this breastfeeding process easily. Don't compare. It's your, every one of us is unique, everybody's body is unique. So it's okay, just we need to appreciate that and look forward on how to go about this journey with a good support system. Because you want the mother to be happy. Only if the mother, even after the birth of the child, if the mother is good, if the mother is happy, that completely impacts on the child. So it is very, very important that the spouse, the family, the siblings, everybody be there for the mother. While we are there for the child, we are there for the mother as well. Give her that comfortable scenario and an environment inside the house. So, all the mothers, I would like to say that all the mothers who are going through this breastfeeding journey or who will be going through this breastfeeding journey in the future, you cannot be prepared for all this, but remember that this, if any kind of turbulence happens, there is a solution for everything. There is a reason for everything. Sometimes we don't know the reason and we can't understand the reason at that moment because we have multiple other emotions as well. So always be connected with your friends, with your tribe, with people whom you like and you are like-minded with, because these kinds of people are only going to be there. And as friends, we should be there mentally and physically if possible, and we should be there through our words, through our strength, not just keep questioning the other person saying, why are you not doing this, try that. The mother will come and ask you, or if she needs a help, but without asking, if you just keep constantly saying do this, do that, it's going to annoy her. She needs to be there, you guys need to be there for her with all the support, for all the emotional support, because that also impacts a lot. I have seen a lot of mothers after the birth happens, after the childbirth happens, it is very, very rare that they are still connected with their children, with their friends. For 2 days, 3 days, they never see WhatsApp, they don't stay connected, they don't attend calls. So it is very important, let life be normal. Yes, the child has come, it will take a lot of time and space, correct? But give yourself that every day half an hour, 1 hour, where you just can sit back and relax and just enjoy what you need to do. If you want to talk to somebody, give a call. It's okay. Share what you're going through. And above all, if you don't have all this, or if you don't feel comfortable talking to anybody, go through or connect with a lot of counselors, experts who are there to help you out. There are a lot of people available who are working on these kinds of space, and they are there to emotionally bring you out, get you charged always. There are a lot of people, and I would suggest that it is always better if you think someday that none of these spouse, family, friends, siblings, anybody are able to help. It is time that you also take up any kind of expert advice, or a simple counselor or a therapist who will help you to be heard. You just, sometimes we need somebody just to hear our thoughts. And most mothers in this breastfeeding journey wants to vent out, wants to share her thoughts, what she's going through. She might find solution all by herself, but it's very important that we actually we need somebody to talk to. So you could take a lot of counselors, lot of therapist assistants, and this will definitely help you out to overcome this hiccups and these kinds of problems, or I would say a lot of speed breakers during the breastfeeding journey, because it's going to be very, very natural, but just that the impact or how it's going to impact yourself depends on you. How far you take it to them into your life depends on you. So it is very important that lot of support groups are there in the Facebook. A lot of groups are there. Insta also there are a lot of what do you say, medical educators, this childbirth educators, pregnancy educators. A lot of people are there. You can follow them. They put a lot of positive and encouraging messages and posts about this. So it's a lot of things, good things are there around. You could definitely seek help. There is nothing wrong in seeking help. There is so much wrong in hiding and just burying within you, because that is going to bring you a lot of trauma, and knowingly or unknowingly you are also doing something harmful for the baby. Because if the mother is not in the right mindset, no matter how much you actually feed the baby, give all the nourishment, give all the facilities and comfort, the child's mental health also impacts. That is why they say the mother has to be happy. That's when the child will also be happy. And it doesn't mean that it's only when the baby is inside. It also means when the baby is outside, because only a happy parents can actually groom happy children. It's very important. So I would suggest that all mothers who go through this journey, please give a big round of applause to yourself, because you guys are doing a fabulous job, and it's going to be an amazing journey with your child. Lot of learnings. Even though there's going to be ups and downs, you're going to learn a lot of things from your child. The child is going to learn a lot of things, because it all comes down to that. It all comes down to what the child is able to give you and what you are able to give the child. It's okay for a few weeks if you're unable to pump the milk and you are not able to do. There is a supplement. The child is still getting the nourishment. Don't you think you should be happy for that? Don't you think you should still be so happy that even at times you're not able to pump, this supplement is actually nourishing your child? So you should be happy and grateful for this. So don't impact your mental health. Ensure your mental health is in the right space. And if it isn't, please take help. There is nothing wrong in taking help. I would conclude this session on that, saying breastfeeding is not all that you think about. It's all that comes in the journey, and the way you embrace it, because that is more important. The way you embrace this journey will actually determine the outcome of this journey. Thank you so much for everyone joining in this live session. Really means a lot. Please do share. You never know, some mother who's going through this journey needs this thing to be heard. So thank you and have a great day.